What's up, everyone? Mike here from tastylive with another episode of Options Trades. Today, we do actually have a few of some nice earnings announcements this week. And we got Salesforce after the close today, which is the trade that I'm going to be placing. And I think it's interesting because Salesforce has had its heyday, got all the way up to 370 last year. But now it's sitting at 180, levels we haven't seen since 2023. And there's plenty of implied volatility here. And I think it's hard for this company to have a big upside move. I think there's a lot of bearish sentiment around this company. And when you look at a chart on the Tasty platform, I think you can see everything is chopping around this level of 180. But plenty of implied volatility, a little bit of call skew, which is interesting. But let's take a look in the platform and we'll break it down. So we've got this chart up here, and as you can see, hit the high of 370-ish in 2025, and it's just been a downslope from there, for lack of better words. But haven't been able to catch a bid here. You can see we've just been making lower lows every single month, it feels like. But we have had this little chopping area between 170 and 190, and we've caught a little bit of a bid here, sitting at 180. But again, the implied volatility is really high for this earnings announcement. 14-point implied move priced in over the next 2 days for earnings, $180 stock price. So, you know, just about 7%, 8% of the stock price in terms of notional value. And when you look further out in time, 14-point implied move for 2 days, only a 20-point implied move for 22 days, and only a 25-point move implied for July. So this tells me that there's so much premium priced into this 2-day cycle relative to June and July that this is kind of like a make or break earnings announcement for Salesforce. At least that's what it feels like based on this option price dynamic here. But I want to place a bearish trade here. I think, again, it's going to be hard for Salesforce to rally given all the things that are happening. Hardware, AI stocks are going nuts right now to the upside. These software products are having a tougher time catching a bid. And I think they're going to have a tougher time creating a narrative of positivity for the rest of the year. But I'm going to keep this risk really small. I don't want to be buying in the June cycle. I'm going to go with the calendar spread here. But when you look at the implied volatility, 63% in June, 52% in July, and then there's a big drop off into the high 40s. This will probably drop to the mid to low 40s after the earnings announcement. So there's going to be a pretty big vol crush in July and a much bigger vol crush in June. So I'm just going to keep it really small here. I'm going to go to the 2-day cycle, and I'm going to look at selling the 170 strike put here for almost $300. Plenty of premium here. And when you look at a near-term calendar spread, Jamal actually turned me on to these, and I really like these as just a way to participate in the earnings announcement, capture that massive IV crush in the weekly cycle, but inventory some delta in just the next week to see if we can get a little bit of a sell-off here closer to the strikes. This $3 of premium in the 2-day cycle is going to go to zero by Friday, and the 170 put 9 days out is going to hold on to some premium. But this is a really small debit here. $1.28, even if I move it up to $1.30, nice round number, I just need this 9-day option to maintain $1.30 of premium. And if we look at the analysis mode, you can see when I kick this to Friday, and even if I crush implied volatility here in the 9-day cycle, quite a bit. Let's bring it down to like 55%. So I think that's pretty fair, bringing it from 80% down to 55%. But even if you bring this even further down to like 45%, if they're sort of be in line with the rest of the earnings announcement, or sorry, the options expirations further out in time, you can still make about $100 on this trade, even with a 35% collapse in the 9-day implied volatility. So really small trade in terms of risk. If you get the direction right, you're going to get all that premium out of the 2-day cycle. You just need to hold on to some value in the 9-day cycle here. And even if the premium is going to stay bid in the 9-day, like if we only get a 30% collapse to 50% IV or a 25% collapse to 55% IV, you can see this could be a $180, $200 winner just with a downside move here. So keeping the risk really small. Bearish trade doesn't feel right for a tech stock, but Salesforce has had a really hard time catching a bid. And again, if we do get that downside move, I'm going to have a nice return on capital here. If we get an upside move, it's a negligible debit here of $1.30. So I'm going to route this to the Tasty Trade follow page. If you want to check it out, it'll be there shortly. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like this video, subscribe to Tasty Live, and we'll see you on the next episode.